Many of you has been asking for me to make a video on the trance look that I did for one of my drag bingo evening. So here it is. As usual, if you have been following me, you know that I always start with filling up my eyebrows with some purple glue. So I set them with a hairdryer, which is the only time I do use a hairdryer. Then after that I start to design where I'm going to put my new eyebrows, so the shapes are always so different each time, because I never actually know how to do eyebrows properly, but it's so much better than they used to be. And every time I get this question, why do I put orange or red on my beard and stubbles? It's so when I put my foundation I don't look grey. It's just the way the makeup artistry is. And then I'll put some setting powder on my real eyebrows just to set them and make sure they are nice and flat and that there is no leftover. So, and I'm brushing the rest over. Then I put my 070 Krylon TV pen stick, as I always do, but I do not put as much as I used to. And I've realized that I don't need to slap my face with so much white normally. So, and I use a blending a blending sponge just to put the white where I need it to be. Then I start with my first color of the trans flag, which is a beautiful deep blue, into the corner of my eye, all the way to the top of the eyebrow, if that makes sense. And yeah, I just slowly decide where I'm going to do my colors, because that's very important for the trans flag to be done properly. And I wanted to wear a makeup that was a bit like a mask, like a superhero and an ally to the trans community. So this is why this looked like I was putting a Venetian mask on. So first I always do put the colors where I want them to be before I blend anything. So yeah, just let you have a little look while I do this. Sometimes when you try to do the symmetry, it doesn't work out to be where it needs to be. So add more white. I wanted to do the white like a little tear under the eye to say that I'm sad to know what's happening in the trans world and my trans community. So that's why I did it that way. So I emphasize some of the places with more white, and I slowly start to blend the edges of each colors. And always clean the brush as well on my shirt, which is my favorite thing to do, is to use the shirt to clean my brushes and get rid of the excess of any makeup I may be using. And I took a bit more time doing this look because I wanted it to be nice and neat. And you can see I'm really spending time around each colors and trying not to blend too far into each, because the pink into the blue or the blue into the pink can make colors go a different color, which wouldn't be as nice. So keep checking over each side, and I had to clean one corner because I put the blue in the wrong location. It wasn't matching the other side as well, so I had to redo the blank canvas and recover it all. But that doesn't take too long. It's like painting on a canvas with oil or anything that you do in the artistry. You can hide details that you've done wrong and redo them again. So I'm just making my lines a little stronger and more blended with each other. So this eyeliner, I found this is so hard to do eyeliner, but I'm getting there because I've got such hooded eyes. As you can see, every time I put some black on my normal eyelid, it just disappears as soon as I close my eyes. So a lot of the makeup disappears. So I have to create an illusion where the eyeliner is a little higher than my normal eyelids. But because it's a drag look, it doesn't matter. It can go as high as you want it to be. As you know, some drag queens go really dramatic with the eyeliner. I try to stay not as dramatic, but it's still a lot of it. Then I clean underneath, just checking the size each side, make sure it's matching, because it's a very different look from what I normally do, so I had to really think about this. And as always, after I use the eyeliner crayon pencil, I use the eyeshadow black to make the colors pop more and neaten the edges with an angled brush. Sometimes I use the other side of the brush. As you can see, there is a second end onto it, which is a more like a rounded edge, which I can use to put more colors onto the eyelid. But you can see the focus. I'm trying to make this lovely curve because it's such an illusion. If you try to do it without looking in the mirror straight, you will never have the straight line that you need. So that's why I keep looking up and down. And then I made the eyeliner a little bit longer than I normally would as well. I always use a cotton bud just to tidy up where I've made mistakes. So I use Pilouis white base just to make some of the white pop up more, so it's a bit more standing out and more vibrant. How many words can I use to say that? I wasn't following anything in particular, I was just going with my guts feeling. And then I'm using the white powder from eyeshadow palette just to blend the colors even better and just set the makeup even more. And hopefully this was going to work out. Anything that is wet like the Pilouis base, I was always adding some more white eyeshadow, because anything powdery onto wet helps it to set better. So I'm just making the colors pop even more by doing another add-on onto the colors. Look at that. It's fascinating to watch myself doing it, actually. I never really spent time to watch myself back. And then this is when you can define where the lines are going to go, how far you want to go with the eye look, and what you need to correct, and make sure it's symmetrical with the other side as well. Because you really want to make sure that these colors don't blend with one another to make them muddy. You really want them to be nice and neat. And one side is always much more difficult than the other, so I get frustrated about that as well. Because when you turn your head to another way, and it doesn't make life as easy as you want it to be. Eyebrows time. A little chat next door. So because my eye look was a little bit further, I'm used to do eyebrows that don't go as far, so I had to make them go a little bit longer. And I was debating if I should do, colored eyebrows or not, but I decided to go for a more natural look. And then I keep noticing that I could make things a little better with the blending, so I blend things even more. When you don't know what you're doing, it's just a matter of taking each step as it comes, and do not panic and do not stress, otherwise you get overwhelmed and you start doing mistakes. So I was trying to keep calm. I think it's going well so far. This is a technique that Mindy taught me to do, to clean my eyebrows at the top and make sure the edges are nice and neat. This is what I do. I use white 070 Krylon TV pen stick to do that. It's never easy. So I'm starting to tidy up with a micellar wipe to make the edges of my eye makeup on the outer look much neater and much more like a nice neat line. Same on top of the eyebrows. I always do it that way. So it just creates a more dimensional aspect to the makeup. I'm literally sitting in my dining room looking at this at the same time. So this is my 6W TV Krylon pen stick foundation. I used to have number 8W. This one is a 6W that Mindy wasn't using, and I think it works for me. So I always make sure I go further down the neck and the collarbone, depending on the outfits I'm going to wear. So you have to think about this before you put your makeup on, because you can't just have makeup on your face and not on your shoulders and chest. Otherwise that doesn't look right. And foundation is always exciting, even more when you put the highlights, which is the same 070 Krylon TV pen stick that I normally use. This is when you start shaping your face and turning it into a bit more of a diva, more feminine look. And obviously the contour after that, you will see, makes a big difference in how you are sharpening your own feature on your face. Because I'm a rounded egg-shaped face, so I want it to be more elegant as a lady. So I really sharpen that jaw to try to create a shape, an illusion with the dark. And then I tidy up around the edges and blend everything together. The nose is something I'm still working on, and I'm still unsure exactly what I'm going to do with this. I've got such a big nose, so I've tried to create a visual effect where it's much thinner. So I more and more used white on top of it, and I blend it between the eyebrows. It's much better than it used to be, obviously, we're always improving. Then I put some eye crayon on the eye tear, just to pop the eye a bit more. I didn't go to the middle, because I wanted to use white instead, so it creates that teardrop effect that I wanted to create with this look. Always set your face with some setting powder, especially if you use a creamy product like the TV pen stick. Anything dry, you don't need to set your face necessarily, but I like to set everything. Yeah, then the lips. So, as you know, I love doing lips, and this is something I'm getting stronger each time as well. And I had a bit of itchy nose there. So I paint my lips as a canvas, blank canvas. So I use white and I start designing with the same colors I use, and usually for my eyeshadow. Trying to keep the idea of the trans flag going as well. Love it. I love spending time on the lips. And it's amazing how much bigger they are from a normal manly shape, natural shape I should say. Always go darker on the edges of your lips. This is how you can make them pop, make them look more full filler, like you've put some filling in. Obviously I do not have any aesthetic on me and any plastic or anything. I am natural. Nothing has been done to my face yet. 43 soon and happy. And slowly, as the same as the eye, just be careful how you blend the colors on your lips, because blue into a lighter color can make things muddy. So be very careful on how you mix colors. You learn by mistakes, really. But obviously, I studied art at school, so I have a bit of an understanding on how not to mix colors the wrong way. Then I clean all of the setting powder, and I'm gonna put my little highlights on the nose, the lips, which makes them pop even more, and on my cheekbones. And then here comes more blush, which I try to use a nice pink, and I do it all around my contour as well, so it doesn't look too grey. And then I set my face with some setting spray, a bit of a fan just to dry everything up. And I think it's lashes time, isn't it? Oh, sparkles? Yeah, maybe some sparkles. Yeah, glitter. I don't often put glitter anymore, but it does add to the look. I used to use glitter to hide things I wanted to hide, but because I'm more confident with my makeup now, I can put glitter and just make the eye more glittery and more, wow, look at it. Then time for lashes. As you know, I hate doing lashes, but I'm getting better at this. I found this new lash glue, which is black, and it has a really fun little brush which makes life easier. I used to use a white lash glue, but that wasn't good because you could see the white and it turned grey. So I normally let the glue dry a little bit so it gets a little bit sticky, and you can see my eyeliner has started to fade away a little bit, but you don't really see it unless you close your eyes a lot. So sometimes I do add more black onto the eyes. Oh, there you go, I'm doing it. So just to make it pop even more, because it's hooded eyes, so anything that goes friction with the skin, that will make things disappear. And don't forget to put some mascara as well to join the lashes together, to make it more of a natural look. Fountain spray, here we go. Beautiful. Look at it. Thank you for watching.